Hello and welcome to another Necromundown, continuing with our gang tactics series with Orlock, everybody's favorite House of Iron. Yes, they're the only House of Iron.
Okay,
Don't think about it too hard.
I was about to ask.
Fine, everybody's favorite biker gang-ish slash teamsters
slash miners
slash weaponized union reps. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
they're kind of all the above.
How narrow can we make this?
Yes. So, continuing with the tactics series with I don't know if I can call Orlock my favorite gang.
Okay.
But they're the one I've played the most.
Gotcha.
Probably because they're very generalist.
They're extremely generalist. They can kind of do everything.
Their shtick is toughness, which is weird when you think about compared to Goliath, because Goliath is the one who has toughness 4.
Mm-hmm.
But as we saw in their tactics cards, Goliath's tactics was more about like punching things.
Yeah, extremely offensive.
Right. The Orlock is a more defensive gang in their tactics,
right?
In their shtick, and I think that shows through in their tactics cards. So let's start with Ammo Pack.
Ammo Pack. Play this gang tactic instead of activating a fighter.
Already on the wrong foot here.
Well, you said previously that that can be a positive.
And then over the course of that video, I changed my mind.
It is more often a negative. Choose a friendly Orlock fighter with the Munitioneer skill.
Okay, so we're already narrower.
All friendly fighters within 6 inches and line of sight of that fighter that have the out of ammo condition may immediately perform a free reload simple action. The fighter can perform this action even if they would normally be unable to do so. For example, if their weapon has the scarce trait. Okay. Seriously injured fighters, however, are not affected by this gang tactic.
Okay, so on paper, the ability to reload a scarce weapon is astoundingly good.
Yes.
Problem number 1. This only works if you already have a munitioneer.
Yep.
I will say that if an ammo jack is in your team, they count as an Orlock fighter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, it's an Orlock fighter, like, because I think so. I'm pretty sure that does a hanger-on count as Orlock if you hire a ammo jack?
I don't think it does.
You don't think it does?
I don't think it does.
Okay. Now you like munitioneer a lot better than I do.
I've used it before to great effect, mostly in Vansar. Not so much in Orlock, as in I've never played Orlock.
And Orlock don't have a lot of low ammo check weapons. They tend to have 4s and ups. Yeah. They don't tend to use many las weapons. They tend to have 4s and ups. They do like their bolters.
Yeah, they love bolters. I mean, they like guns in general with all their different ammo types and stuff like that.
The problem is that a bolter has a 6 up ammo check.
Yeah.
So
you get to try and reload.
That's my problem with it, is that you have to have a guy who has munitioneer skill. He has to be within 6 inches of the person who is out of ammo, or himself.
True.
Which is not very hard to engineer in Necromunda. However, it's the fact that it then is a chance to reload the weapon. And if you ran out of ammo in the first place, it's probably because it's a hard to reload weapon in the first place.
Yeah, so you ran out of ammo, and you had a munitioneer potentially nearby to re-roll that ammo check, and you still failed.
Yeah.
This is... Okay, so this is the quintessential, very, very, very narrow, really good when it comes up.
See, I still don't think it's very good when it comes up because it's only a chance.
Right. If it were just like, you automatically reload...
That would be a very different story, and I'd be 100% on board. As it is, this isn't quite never take.
I think it's a D.
But I'm almost never going to take it, and therefore I agree with you. This is D for dope.
Because our C is generally like a niche shot, but very good.
Or just kind of meh.
This is niche shot, but really good, but there's a chance that it works.
Yeah, and I don't like the compounding problems. I can see a use case for this. Maybe, like, I could see a universe in which this was C, but I don't like it, so I'm putting it in D.
Fair. Up next is Blood Brothers. Play this gang tactic at the start of the deployment step of the pre-battle sequence before any fighters have been deployed. Don't forget. The gang may recruit 2 hive scum for this battle without needing to pay the hiring fee or the cost of their weapons and war gear. If they do so during the post-battle sequence, the gang gains only half the amount of credits for the scenario rewards. Ugh. If you do not have the models to represent hive scum, you may discard this. Okay.
So I was on board. Free guide is great.
Free guys are good. Not if you only get half money.
Well, that depends entirely on what you're playing.
That's true.
A lot of the
scenario reward.
Very often scenarios don't have credit rewards.
That's true. So this would be really, really good if there's no scenario money reward.
Or if you don't need the money.
but it would be really, really bad if it was something like D6 times 10 for every crate that you get or something like that. That could be awful.
That being said, more and more and more, the scenarios do not have credit rewards built in.
That's true.
I personally think this goes into B.
Really?
Because it's free guys with a cost that is very often negligible.
Now, to be fair, they are free Hive Scum and not Orlock. They could have been Gangers or Juves, and they're not.
Hive Scum are, first off, better than Juvies.
That's true.
Hive Scum have as decent access to most weapons that you'd ever give an Orlock Ganger, except maybe the combat shotgun. Hive Scum, you can put a las gun, mesh armor, an armored undersuit on a Hive Scum. And he will do basically everything you need him to do, and he doesn't matter for anything else. Like, I think Hive Scum are a lot better than people give them credit for. People think Hive Scum and think the lowest of the low. That's not really true. Their mental stats are absolutely butt.
They have a really bad name.
Yes. Yeah, and their mental stats are all 8. They all suck mentally.
But they're what, 4s to hit?
And 4s is pretty good, actually, as far as a free guy.
All right, put it in B.
Are you saying C instead?
I was going to say high C.
Rock, paper, scissors it? I don't know.
Put it in B.
I think free guys is just 2 free guys.
2 free guys.
Is very good. All right, next one. Bond of Iron. Play this gang tactic during the priority phase at any round after roll for a priority, but before ready fighters. Which is, you roll off, and then before turning anybody over to ready, you play this.
That is an extremely specific location.
I think needlessly specific, actually. Because until the end of this phase, in phase of this round, all friendly fighters with group activations can activate 1 additional fighter as part of the group activation. So if you normally have 2, you can make 3. So if your leader can normally make group activation 2, they can make 3. Your champions who can normally make group activation 1 can make 2.
Yeah, why'd they make that so specific?
That's not that good.
No, it's not.
Group activations are not terrible.
They're okay. So there's positives and negatives to group activations, which is how it should be. You can, combo, bam, bam, take somebody out before they can react. But also it uses up activations where your opponent can out-activate you. I
would rather take ammo pack.
Wow. Same.
Yeah. But not F.
It's not a never take. It is useful. It's not the worst thing in the world. Boom, boom, surprise. Take that how you will. Play this gang tactic instead of activating a fighter. Choose a Prometheum barrel gang terrain feature that is within 8 inches of a friendly fighter that can see the chosen Prometheum barrel. The barrel explodes. Resolve the effects of an attack with the incendiary charge centered on the Prometheum barrel. After this gang tactic is resolved, remove the Prometheum barrel from the battlefield. I'm going to look up what a Prometheum barrel is.
It's a terrain piece. I honestly have never bought it.
Have any of us ever bought a terrain piece?
They're all bad.
I bought one in Cawdor once, and it was fine. If a fighter within 3 inches of the barrel is hit by a weapon with the blaze trait, what? Add 1 to the dice to see if they're set on fire.
So normally someone is set up on fire on a 4-up. If you're within 3 inches of a Prometheum barrel and you get hit by a blaze trait, it goes to a 3-up.
So the way that this talks, it's explaining it like the barrel should explode normally, and it doesn't.
No. This is a better use of the Prometheum barrel than actually trying to buy a Prometheum barrel.
Yeah, because you have to get your opponent within 3 inches of a thing,
and then use a blaze weapon.
With a blaze weapon.
And Orlock don't have... I mean, they have the infamous hand flamer jump pack combo.
Yeah.
But Orlock don't like specialize in flame weapons.
No, that's Cawdor.
This, however, is better.
Yeah. The barrel explodes. Resolve the effects of an attack with the incendiary charge.
And incendiary charges are not bad.
No?
They're, 5-inch blasts.
This still requires your opponent to potentially voluntarily walk within blast range of your Prometheum barrel.
Yes. But if you don't have a flame weapon anywhere near it, they might be more willing to do that. If your opponent looks at that guy and goes, oh, there's no one with a flamer on your team, but you brought Prometheum barrels? Okay, fine. Then I don't care about your Prometheum barrels.
But you...
Oh, no, it's not good. I'm not advocating for this.
Okay, good.
This is worse than Bond of Iron.
Yeah. Is it F?
Nah. Yeah. So much has to go wrong here.
You have to...
I think it's D.
You think it's D?
I think it's the lowest of D possible.
Okay.
But I think there is play here of buying the Promethean barrels to use this.
It's not a never buy.
And if your opponent, like the first time you do this, your opponent's going to go, what? But after that, it becomes area denial mind games.
That's true.
And that has a use.
This is also instead of activating a fighter.
Yes.
And so you have to have somebody already within 8 inches of the barrel,
But
which
8
is
inches
within...
is a pretty good distance in Necromunda.
Yes. I'm just saying.
I think there's play in this.
Okay.
It's area denial
Low
mind
D,
games.
I'll take low D.
Yeah. But man, it's not good.
I'll show you. I'll play Orlock and do only flame weapons and take 14 Promethean barrels.
Oh God. And then I'll know what's happening.
Yes, you will.
The funny part about flame barrels is I don't think you can just shoot them.
No, I don't think so
Which
either.
is like, why do you need a tactic for that? Down but not out. Play this tactic when activating a seriously injured fighter that is within 3 inches of a friendly standing and active Orlock fighter. The activated fighter suffers a flesh wound and then becomes standing and active.
Ooh.
Then they may make a single basic or simple action after which the fighter's activation ends. So it does use up your activation because you play it when activating somebody who's seriously injured.
The activated fighter. That is true.
So
you get to become standing and active, suffer a flesh wound, so basically
Yes.
recover,
yes.
and then get to make a single action, but that's really good.
Yeah, because you were seriously injured. Remember, the roll for seriously injured recovery isn't until the end of the round.
Right.
So normally, if you activate a guy who's seriously injured,
They crawl.
you crawl towards crawl towards a friendly to try and get that 1 inch.
Yeah.
This is 3 inches, which is better.
Yep, it happens automatically, no roll.
And yeah, you only get one action, which you are either probably going to use to move, but moving's better than crawling.
Yep.
Or you could use it to shoot someone who was really not expecting you to shoot them. How often do you get a guy who hasn't activated yet seriously injured when you had a plan for that guy?
Or like you have somebody seriously injured at the start of your turn,
You
and
run
they
up
weren't
to
going to do anything anyway.
You run up to them.
Yeah, and then you do this.
Within 3 inches. So your opponent, you might not even get him in within an inch, and your opponent goes, oh, okay, never mind. And then you're like, whoop, haha.
Where does it land?
I don't think it's quite S.
I agree. I was going to say A.
But I think it is A.
It is not useful in every situation ever, but it's really good.
It's really good for shenanigans and just for getting a guy up.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about with Orlock toughness, right? This is like, you should be down and you're not.
And you're not. But you're not out.
Haha. Grandstanding. Oh, I know this one. Play this gang tactic at the start of the deployment before anybody gets deployed. If your leader is not part of your crew, one champion of your choice within your crew may be replaced by your leader. If no champions are part of your crew, a ganger may be replaced instead. If your leader is part of your crew already, you may discard this gang tactic and select another. That last sentence is what makes this so good.
Yep.
Your leader in Orlock is one of 2-3 leaders in the game that has 3 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Your leader is very often a power piece because he's got 3s to hit in both melee and ranged. He's got 3 wounds. It's tough as a brick. They've got great skill selection. Your leader's often going to be doing things. Mm-hmm. In random selection, not bringing your leader generally sucks with most gangs, but Orlock especially. This says, I can bring my leader.
Yep. So fully random selection isn't as popular nowadays in the new books.
No, they don't use this nearly as much as they did when this card was written.
Yes. But the fact that they can just go, oh, my leader's in here. Never mind, get a new one. That's great.
Is it A or is it B? Like, it's so good, I almost feel like this is an auto take in all your decks.
I don't think it's an auto take, but it depends on the
auto takeness of it is S. The actual effects of this are not.
That's true. I would put it in A, also because, again, it actually kind of depends on the scenario selection.
I guess there are times when you don't want your leader.
Well, not what I meant. But
Yeah.
Because if every scenario in your pool has some amount of chosenness, then it doesn't do as much.
I think this one is A because you get to make your deck knowing that information.
Yeah, that's true.
So there are times when you're not going to want this, but I'm not putting it in C because C is good within its niche, but you can't necessarily predict the niche.
Yeah.
This one is a niche you can entirely predict based on the campaign you're playing.
True.
And make decisions accordingly, which is why it's A. I still think it's going to be low A because it's not like a grand slam out of the park.
Yeah, it puts one of your better fighters in instead of a champion.
Right.
Which is also generally a better
Unless
fighter.
you super don't get lucky.
Unless you got screwed.
And then it's an S for screwed.
Next is Initiation. Play this gang tactic at the start of the deployment step in the pre-battle sequence before the fighters have been deployed. Your gang may immediately recruit up to 3 greenhorns, which are their Jewies, right?
Yes.
These fighters are recruited for free, but each will leave the gang at the end of the battle. Each greenhorn is armed with a sawn-off shotgun and flak armor. These fighters are not counted towards your maximum crew size. They are taken in addition to your starting crew. If you don't have any models, you may discard this card and select another.
So here's the problem. Number 1, greenhorns, not great.
Greenhorns are not good.
I mean, Juvies in general aren't great. Orlock greenhorns have like nothing going for them.
Yeah.
You almost always just take wreckers instead. And number 2, the sawn-off shotgun is
bad.
A lot of people either adjust the cost of the sawn-off shotgun or they make it a sidearm.
Yeah.
I think making a sidearm is too good.
I agree.
So we tend to either adjust the cost or honestly we just leave it as one of those weapons that just sucks.
They just don't take, yeah.
Sawn-off shotguns are just really bad.
And flak.
And no melee.
Save.
No melee.
Literally no melee. They could have given him a knife.
No, yeah, if they'd given them a knife, I think this would be better. As it is, I would take this before I took ammo pack. Because it is free bodies.
It is free bodies. It's 3 free activations.
And like that alone is pretty darn good.
Yeah. It's just what they give you is not good.
I don't think this is as good as having 2 Hive Scum.
I think it's C.
You think it's high C?
I think it's C.
It's a really close between C and B for me because again, 3 free dudes.
Free dudes is always good. It's
who mess with target priority.
Yeah.
They don't count against your starting crew, so you can just. I mean, this is like you're being initiated the gang. Now go die.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty. That has a
and
lot
then
of
they
use.
leave,
right?
Which makes no sense.
Well, they got told to go die.
Fair enough. They're like, well, what I was gonna no get out of here.
Yeah, we didn't actually. The fact that you lived is a fluke.
Yeah.
My heart says B, but we'll put it in high C.
It's 3 free.
That's what I like.
Yeah,
It's 3 free dudes.
It's 3 free dudes.
It's free real estate.
It is. Protection duty. Play this gang tactic at the start of the deployment step in the pre-battle sequence before fighters have been deployed.
It's like our 3rd one in a row of those or something.
Yeah. Your gang may be joined by a rebel lord
who is a what's the name of them? Sorry.
Persona?
No, he's not a persona. He's from the Alliances.
Oh,
the Rebel Lord is one of the Alliance guys.
Okay.
You can ally with a Rebel Lord, basically, and get this guy. They're not great.
This fighter will leave the gang at the end of the battle. This fighter is not counted towards your maximum crew size. They are taken in addition to your starting crew. If you do not have a model, blah, 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 blah. You may discard and select another. If this Rebel Lord is taken out of action, every friendly fighter suffers -2 to their cool for the remainder of the battle. That's awful.
Keep going.
Additionally, if this battle is a part of a campaign, your gang loses 5 reputation to a minimum of 0. Which, by the way, I don't believe you can go below 1 normally.
No, you can't.
And the gang that takes the Rebel Lord out of action gains 3 reputation at the end of the battle.
Do you want to double check what the Rebel Lord is?
I will double check.
Let's double check because, my mind says he's no Lady Kratos.
This thing better be amazing. Movement 4, weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 3, strength 3, toughness 3, 3 wounds, 3 up initiative. That's all 3s in a row. 2 attacks, leadership 7, cool 6, willpower 6, intelligence 6. All Rebel Lords are armed with 2 digilasers.
Which is a strength 1 weapon.
Strength 1 weapon. Additionally, a Rebel Lord may be armed with either a power sword, a stiletto sword, or a thunder hammer. And either a bolt pistol or a master-crafted needle pistol. Rebel Lord is equipped with mesh armor and a displacer or a refractor field.
Oh.
They have 2 skills of your choice from agility, combat, cunning, or shooting.
Okay.
Those are all good. Is that worth the downsides?
So, okay, and he has 3 wounds?
It has 3 wounds.
3 wounds with a displacer field is flipping annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, I take back what I said. I was confused. This is, because I said earlier when he was reading that this is, the Rebel Lords aren't great. No, scratch that. Rebel Lords are pretty good.
Rebel Lords are pretty good. But is it worth the potential -5 rep and +3 to your opponent and -2 cool for the rest of the game?
So here's the thing. He has to go out of action.
That is true.
Completely.
Yes.
Which means they have to get through 3 wounds and get down. I mean, I guess if you're playing against Toxin, maybe don't take this. But a displacer field is a 4-up invulnerable save.
Yeah.
And 3 wounds. And a thunder hammer on a 3-up to hit.
Yep. And a bolt pistol, so you're or a needle pistol, so you're dual wielding. That's good, honestly.
It's only 1 free guy, but that guy slaps.
But that guy's real good.
Okay, would you rather take this or the 2 Hive Scum? this.
I'd rather take this.
Is it A?
See, here's the thing, is I'm almost always at 1 reputation. So losing 5 rep is like, whatever, man.
Yeah, like, this is not great if you care a lot about rep.
Uh-huh.
But you could just not play the tactic card if you get it.
It's true.
I think this is A.
I think it's A. Better than Blood Brothers.
Is it better than down but not out? Here's the thing. Personally, with a free dude who is a 3-wound, 3-up Thunderhammer wielding monster is a game changer.
Yeah. That'll help you win a game, I'll tell you what.
I think this is A, bordering on S.
Dang.
The only reason it's not S is because if your opponent is smart and they want to hurt you a lot, they will kill this guy.
Absolutely target that,
but if
man.
they're doing that, maybe they're not going to win the mission.
That's true. They have a 4-up involved. That's pretty good. Anyway.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I like that one a lot. I was misremembering what the Rebel Lord was.
Yeah.
And it is a lot better than I thought it was. Quick Trick. Which is Quick Trip is a gas station around here.
Oh, sure.
Play this gang tactic when an enemy fighter declares a charge and moves within 1 inch of a friendly Orlock fighter. So they have to charge and then succeed a charge, basically. The fighter can immediately make an attack with a sawn-off shotgun against the charging fighter, even if they are not equipped with one. The enemy fighter cannot be pinned by this attack, but if they are seriously injured, this activation ends. So the reason sawn-off shotguns aren't good is their range and cost. If you remove that, because you are at point-blank range, meaning you're getting the best.
Yeah, and it's +2, right?
It's +2 to hit.
Yeah.
And unlike the normal shotgun, which is strength 2 for the scatter shot, sawn-offs are strength 3. Strength 3 D6 hits. Now, it's still a shotgun, so you can still whiff and only get 1 strength 3 hit, which does suck. That's scatter shot for you.
Yeah.
But at that range, like, that's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
You have a pretty good chance to wound, it's got no armor piercing.
Yep.
The fact that you can't pin somebody is A, hilarious.
Yeah.
And B, so, if you're shooting into a corpse grinder cultist with a 3-up armor save, this probably won't save you.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have it than nothing.
True. Where's it at?
Here's the thing. Because it only does anything if you actually manage to seriously injure somebody, I think this goes into C.
That's.
I would rather.
I mean, it doesn't. You could still flesh wound. It's just they can't pin.
Right.
You have to get through all of the negatives of it.
It's not going to protect you from a really melee heavy guy is my problem.
No, that's true.
And I think that's why, for me, I would rather take initiation over this. But it's close.
Fair.
It's real close.
Yep, you got me
there. Finally, you found the good use of a sawn-off shotgun.
Don't have one.
Bring one and cheat.
Seismic Surprise.
There's a lot of surprises in Orlock.
There's a lot of surprises. Play this gang tactic when a friendly Orlock fighter performs a shoot basic action with a frag grenade. Until the end of their activation, this fighter's frag grenades gain the seismic trait.
Okay, so what this is doing is, against people, is giving it an auto wound on 6.
Yeah, it's giving you lethal hits.
Which is not particularly great.
No.
If you use our rules for Chaos Spawn, our rule for Chaos Spawn is that they can be pinned by seismic, but they can get back up.
Yeah, I guess this would be okay against Goliath that have what's their
pinning mitigation?
Yeah, pinning mitigation. I don't remember.
Orlock have a lot of pinning mitigation.
True.
Where this actually shines though is against vehicles. As we talked about in our Enforcer video, seismic is forces an auto loss or control test.
Yep.
So this lets your frag grenade holding idiot throw this at a ridge hauler and go.
I want to know what they put in that grenade.
Hey, Chuckle Nuts, loss of control. Yeah. What?
Okay.
Do a flip.
So
I actually like this
in
Ash Wastes.
Love it. Outside of Ash Wastes, maybe not so much.
I think this goes into solid C.
Yeah, I like it.
I am. See, here's the thing. If I'm not playing Ash Waste, this is an F. I am never
It's
taking
an F.
If this is not an Ash Waste, I am never taking this.
That's fair.
Unless someone is playing a gang with a lot of pinning mitigation. Like, this would work on Corpse Render cults, right?
No, actually, Corpse Grinder cults have no pinning mitigation. That's one of their downsides.
Oh, yeah, and I guess if you're using a frag grenade, you could just
target
shoot
the ground. And,
which is -2, but I guess if you're trying to throw it at them, this doesn't help anyway.
No. It would be good against Goliath.
Outside of Ash Wastes, I'm never bringing this.
That's fair.
I would rather just rely on the, frag grenade normally. In Ash Wastes, I think this is a solid B.
This is why you give frag grenades to every single one of your jetpack guys.
Keeping in mind that would gain unstable.
Unstable grenades are really bad.
Yes, they are. Remember we talked about that with Wreckers.
We did.
I think this goes ahead of Quick Trick, but behind Initiation. It's niche, but within its niche, in the situation.
That's fair.
Now, you can plan for that situation because you know if you're fighting vehicles.
Right.
So, but I still don't think it's quite B.
Imagine getting an Underhive battle and you pull this and you're like, oh.
Exactly. That's the aw would be F for me, because then I just wouldn't use it.
Yeah.
You also only get one.
Yep.
Showboating. I almost read that as snowboarding.
Snowboarding.
Play this game tactic when a friendly Orlock fighter takes an enemy fighter out of action with an attack as part of a charge. So you have to charge, smack. And it says attack, not coup de grace.
So you have to kill them with the charge.
Which is not impossible with some of the Orlock stuff.
That is true. That's true.
But it's only 1 out of 6 chance.
Or you take all their wounds away.
Or you take all their wounds away.
all their flesh wounds.
Flesh wounds, yeah, but that's not,
It's not impossible, but man, coup de grace happen a lot more than that.
Right. If the fighter is no longer engaged, they can immediately make a second free charge action. If they are engaged, they can immediately make a free fight action instead. So, this is really great.
Why isn't this thing... This does not seem like an Orlock thing. I guess showboating.
Showboating really is their thing.
But like this seems like a corpse grinder cult or a Goliath.
The mechanics does. Like here's the thing: if a charge has an average range of 8 inches, because D6 or 6-inch movement plus D3, which is the average of 8. Very often, you charge and kill one person. There's going to be someone with 8 inches.
Sure.
But you have to. The fact you have to kill them with the attack and not the coup de grace really lets this down for me.
I mean, I could see what's their big like 2-handed hammer thing. I don't remember what it's called.
Arc hammer.
Arc hammer. I could see like if you have a couple guys with an arc hammer taking this, just because they're probably gonna kill you on the charge.
And then power picks are very good.
Power picks.
They have access to the power pick and the arc hammer. They have access to the las cutter, which is strength 9, AP 3, and 2 damage, and can very likely kill somebody with all those dice.
Yeah.
They have access to weapons that make this usable. If you do get to go off, this can be almost like it's very, very good.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it C or is it B?
I think it's B.
Okay. Behind Blood Brothers for me.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I like it. I've never seen it go off. I put this in my deck. I have never had reason to use it.
Fair.
Stepping up. Play this gang tactic when a friendly Orlock fighter with the gang hierarchy leader trait is taken out of action. So when your leader dies. Okay. Choose a friendly Orlock fighter that is on the battlefield and has the gang hierarchy champion skill. Okay, so pick a champion. Until the end of this battle, or until the chosen fighter is taken out of action, that fighter basically is your leader. They get hierarchy leader, and they get group activation too.
Yep.
I mean, that can be helpful because it gives them the 12-inch bubble.
Yeah, it gives them a bigger bubble for
morale
checks.
I still don't like it very much.
I don't like it either.
I like this less than Quick Trick.
Do you like it less than Boom Boom Surprise?
So here's the thing. I would take this less than Boom Boom Surprise, but that's because I'm me.
I don't like this at all.
Is it a never take? Is it an F? Or is it just behind Boom Boom Surprise?
I think it is not worth a slot in your deck.
Yeah, I see that. I can see that. Our first F.
First F.
I'd like to point out that Boom Boom Surprise and Seismic Surprise is also called Taco Night.
Strength of Arms. Play this gang tactic after the priority phase of any round. After priority roll, but before ready fighters. Again, very specific. Until the end phase of the round, attacks made by friendly Orlock fighters made with a weapon that has the melee trait get +1 strength for each additional fighter that is also engaged with the target, to a maximum of 3. You basically get +1 strength for each guy also engaging them.
It's like assist, but
strength. I don't know if this fits as much in Orlock because their guys can be kind of expensive. Like I could see this being useful in like Kodor or Orlock or something like that. That being said, it is really good.
It's really good, and it works on Wreckers.
It does work on Wreckers.
Who are very often your guys who are going to melee charge, and you might have 2 of them. So having your Wreckers have strength 4 instead of strength 3 because there's 2 of them there. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's also great for counter punching.
Oh yeah, true.
Now, does a dog count as an Orlock fighter?
I think so.
Then it counts for that.
Then that's pretty good.
Which is funny because it's strength of paws instead of arms, but Bork.
B?
Now the only problem is that the guys who would benefit the most from this aren't going to be swinging super hard.
That's true.
For me, this is but it's more generally useful than showboating,
That is also true.
but not as good as Blood Brothers. I feel like it's a lot like showboating, and that a lot has to go right for you.
Yes, a lot. You have to have multiple guys in the engagement that, well, I mean, don't necessarily want to melee. You can like do it with
That's what I was just thinking. You could group activate someone who has no business meleeing, but charge and then charge them and then charge the other guy.
Mm-hmm. And this is for everybody for the round.
That is a really good point,
which is very nice.
So because that gives you some leeway.
Yeah, I actually like the thought of like the counter punch, where someone charges you and doesn't kill you off,
which in Orlock is not hard to pull off because we're about to read one that is.
And then if someone else charges in, that means they will both get the plus.
Yes,
that's pretty good.
Yes.
So yeah, I like it. Tough as nails. Play this gang tactic during the priority phase of any round. After priority roll before ready fighters, choose a friendly Orlock fighter with the gang hierarchy X, so any leader champion. For the remainder of this battle, roll a d6 each time the chosen fighter suffers a wound. Roll separately for each wound caused by a single attack. On a 2+, the wound is ignored. On a 1, the fighter suffers a wound as normal, and the gang tactic is immediately discarded. Should the fighter suffer an injury while suffering a wound, for example, due to a weapon with the gas trait, this gang tactic is discarded immediately.
So, 2-up ward save until you fail it.
It gives you a 2-up, feel no pain until you fail. That's insane.
Avoid gas and toxin.
Yeah.
But it's a 2-up. Now, granted, every time I've seen friend of the show Sean use this, he immediately rolls a 1, which is hilarious. But this is S tier.
Yeah, it's S. This is amazing.
Suddenly a man becomes impossible to kill without weight of dice or some bad luck.
And your 3 wounds on your leader goes so far with this.
I use this on my leader and just make it because it makes people hate me.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you got a melt-a-gun. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't. Go for it.
And then that's when you roll the 1, you get blapped. But still, it's a very good chance that, okay, they did 3 damage to the melt-a-gun.
Yep.
2, 3, 2. That's a miserable roll in any other case. Yep. Doesn't matter here.
I took 0 damage from your Melta.
What? That's Orlock.
Yeah.
And it's,
That is an auto take.
This is an auto take. It goes in
Look
every
how
single deck.
extremely even we are right now.
Well, let's ruin it because the next one's going to ruin it.
It has to.
Trigger Discipline. Plays gang tactic during priority, after roll for priority, but before ready fighters. Until the end phase of this round, all friendly Orlock fighters that start their activation within 6 inches of a friendly fighter with hierarchy count as having the steady hand skill.
This fighter may perform a reload simple action for free when they're activated.
Okay, so basically you would use this.
Basically, if you run out of a lot of ammo.
Honestly, when you're going to use this is when your leaders or champions runs out of ammo.
Yeah.
Because they're within sections of themselves, and this gives them a free reload chance.
Yep.
Which, within that in mind, I think this goes firmly in the B.
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
It's pretty good. You're probably going to run out of ammo a couple times. I mean, you do still have to make the check, but it's a free action.
I will take this over showboating.
Yeah.
But maybe not over strength of arms. It's very equivalent to me.
That's fair. I would probably say under strength of arms.
Okay. I'll put it there then.
Strength of arms is more generally useful, whereas this could probably never come up.
Yeah. I mean, if you never run out of ammo, and I've gone lots of missions with never running out of ammo.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you ran out of ammo with my 4-up ammo check. I tend to love autocannons.
Yep.
And autocannons have a 4-up ammo check. The famous Furbo Tucker is my Orlock champion who has an autocannon. He has 4-ups, and this would
sometimes you fail a 4-up.
Yeah.
And sometimes you want a free reload.
About half the time.
About half the time. Roughly half the time, actually. Up close and personal. Play this gang tactic during the priority phase of any round. After priority roll before ready fighters, choose up to 3 friendly Orlock fighters. Until the end of the battle, any sawn-off shotguns gain the sidearm trait. Wow, we mentioned that earlier.
I mean, it's the best way to use sawn-off shotguns, but that still implies
you have to have bought the sawn-off shotguns.
If you are playing gang tactic selection that allows you to always pick your tactics, I could see this being built into your strategy.
Yes.
Because Orlock do get cheaper sawn-off shotguns, I think.
I think so. And the fact but if you have to pill it randomly, that means you wasted a slot on a sawn-off shotgun.
And again, I do not like the sawn-off shotgun without sidearm.
Yeah.
It's probably not as bad as we make it out to be. It's just too expensive for what we make it out to be.
True. The opportunity cost.
Yeah. I think this goes into the highest of D.
The highest of D.
No comment. Wall of Iron. Play this gang tactic during the priority phase, after roll for priority, before any ready fighters, and when you're playing Iron Sultanate.
Yep.
Until the end phase of this round, any friendly fighter that is in base contact with one or more standing and active friendly Orlock fighters cannot be involuntarily placed prone and pinned. They can, however, voluntarily go prone should you wish.
Friendly fighters, base contact with one or more. So if you're standing next to each other,
it's Mordians.
They can't be pinned.
It's the Mordians from 40k where they get the bonus to hit if they literally stand in base contact.
Yeah.
There's a reason that's not in the book anymore because it sucked then.
Yeah.
And it's better here because not getting pinned is very powerful.
It's very good.
And this is like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts here. This is, you cannot be pinned except by Seismic.
Yeah, Seismic says it avoids all rules.
And like, we rate Nerves of Steel very, very, very highly for your melee guys because getting pinned is one of the fastest ways to say no to a melee guy.
Mm-hmm.
So you take a melee guy, you put a juvie in base contact in front of him, and if they do pass the cool check to shoot your melee guy behind, well, guess what? He's not getting pinned anyway, so hope you killed him.
This is a good reason to have it on a champion who can group activate, because then you can activate both. They both move up.
And they just keep standing there.
Always the wall.
Now, granted, the wall only lasts for one round.
Right.
But
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't think it is an S.
No, I'm not even sure it's an A because it only lasts for one round.
That's true.
But it's either the lowest A or the highest B.
But it is any friendly fighter on the board for that turn.
Yeah. Low A?
I think it's low A.
Okay. After grandstanding?
Yeah.
What's in a name? An Orlock by any other name doth smell as bad. Play this gang tactic at the start of the battle, after both sides are deployed, but before first round. Choose a friendly Orlock fighter in your starting crew until the end of this battle. That fighter gains one additional Orlock legendary name of your choice. This does not affect their credit cost. So, not many of the legendary names have things that are super, super niche.
Yeah.
But there are things where, like, okay, let's say you already have Bullet Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if nothing else, give someone Too Pretty for Primus for up game.
Yeah.
And have them make some extra credits.
There's a lot of them, so most of them, not all of them, have upside and downside.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to work around that. The customizability, it's any friendly fighter. I think this is S.
I think this is...
I think there's no reason not to put it in your deck.
That's the thing. It is S in it's kind of like the other one we talked about. It's S in auto take, but I don't think it's an S in its effect on the game.
That's fair.
I think it is only A for that reason.
It's got to be high A.
But it's a very high A. I don't like it as much as Protection Duty.
Okay.
But
okay.
But I'm always going to have this in my deck.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can just give someone like Too Pretty for Primus. Or give someone Bullet Lord.
Yeah.
You know, like there's stuff you can get to people that's always going to be pretty darn good.
One punch.
But almost... I said good, not meme. That's my favorite meme. Don't get me wrong. But it's not good. It's just that none of the legendary names are like...
amazing.
I mean, some of them are really good.
Yeah.
But none of them are so good I think this goes in S.
Fair.
None of them are as good as a 3s and 3s, 3-wound idiot with a Thunderhammer.
That's fair. Ambition. Play this card when it's your turn to activate a fighter.
Okay.
Pick a Juve or a Ganger with the ready marker. For this turn only, that fighter is treated as a leader for the purposes of activating groups. In other words, if they are activated, they can activate up to 2 other fighters within 4 of them. So you get to turn one of your Juvies or Gangers.
This is make a group activation without your leader being around.
How good is that?
I can think of situations in which you could really mess someone up by having your 2 wrecker combo nowhere near your leader, and normally your opponent wouldn't expect those 2 to go off at the same time.
That's true. Now, technically, they are not Juves or Gangers, so you would need somebody else there.
Oh,
to
right.
double activate
Because those
them.
are not...
Because they're
prospects. Right.
So you would need a third, a willing third party.
Yes. Damn.
But that is very strong.
Right. I think this is... I don't like this as much as Wall of Iron.
Okay.
Part of this is my personal bias. I tend not to use a lot of group activations. Probably not as much as I should,
I don't
honestly.
either. I would love for somebody to go, haha, I use my ambition and I activate 3 guys and they all go and nothing happens because they're all Juvies.
That is the other problem. I don't like this as much as Blood Brothers. But I like this more than Strength of Arms.
Okay. Okay.
You agree? No.
No, I don't agree.
What do you think?
I think it's lower than that.
Oh. So you'd rather have Trigger Discipline?
Yeah.
Would you rather have Showboating?
Yeah.
Would you rather have initiation?
It's 3 guys.
That's true. Would you rather have...
I don't think it's B is what I don't think.
Okay, would you rather have this or seismic surprise?
I'd probably rather have this.
Okay, I think that's where you've talked me down to it. Talked me off the ledge.
I mean, it can be very good, don't get me wrong. But you, like, by definition, can't have anybody that's good over there.
Wreckers are really good.
Wreckers are really good. Wreckers are really good.
Wreckers are really good.
Wreckers are the best prospect in the game. They need nerfed. They need nerfed.
No.
They're too good.
No.
They're too good.
No.
They shouldn't get a bonus on the charge.
Wrong.
They shouldn't get a bonus on the charge. Fight me.
How can you say something so beautiful and yet so brave? So controversial and yet so brave.
Fight me.
Speaking of fight me.
Speaking of fight me, beat down. Play this at the start of any round. For the duration of the round, all unarmed close combat attacks made by your fighters that hit automatically inflict a flesh wound unless a save roll is made. No wound roll or injury roll is made. So you skip the wound roll.
But they still get a save.
But then you don't roll for injury, it's automatically a flesh wound.
Putting flesh wounds on people,
it's pretty good.
like you can go apparently this is just going up and punching an ogren in the in the belly button and flesh wounding him.
Like, no!
Which is not unuseful.
No, this is actually pretty good.
They do have to hit.
They do have to hit.
And they
have to have no melee weapon.
Right. They have no, because you can choose to make an unarmed attack.
That's true. I would really love for like a guy with a power pick to go, not today, old friend.
yeah, that's the problem is that but there are scenarios where it's like, okay, I only have a chainsword.
Yeah.
Or something.
Chainsword's really good.
Well, no, okay, I only have a fighting knife. That isn't going to give me any strength, and you're an ogren. Like this ironically, for being beat down, this helps you punch up.
It does.
Because you're going to use it against something that you aren't normally going to wound that might have a bad save.
Yeah. So stuff with high toughness, bad save.
Chaos spawn.
Chaos spawn.
Go punch the chaos spawn with your juvie. But you still have to hit, though. That's why I don't like this.
Yeah.
I would rather have ambition.
Uh-huh.
I see just the idea of running up to somebody and only knowing I'm going to inflict flesh wounds.
Yeah.
Very often I would almost always prefer to do something else.
Yeah.
But I can think of times where there's nothing else that's going to be useful.
Well, see, the thing is, it's really funny because you would want to do this against somebody who already has flesh wounds and the chance to take them out. But if they already have flesh wounds, then you're probably going to roll to wound pretty good anyway.
I disagree. I think you're going to be used this against somebody who you want to put flesh wounds on, like a Goliath, who you would normally have trouble wounding with your other things.
This is in line with the greenhorn thing with the initiation, where it's like, okay, now go die.
The other problem is that they do get to hit you back.
Yeah.
For that reason, I think this only goes into lowest of C.
Okay.
I don't like this.
It's very funny,
and it's not useless.
It's not useless.
But I don't like it.
Like auto inflict flesh wounds is very strong.
Yeah, but they have to fail the save roll. That's the hidden part there. So your opponent's leader with a 3-up save is still just gonna
Don't do this on your opponent's leader.
Well, that's the problem. Like, it's somebody tough who doesn't have a good save roll.
So nobody. So Ogrins.
Yeah, or Chaos Spawn.
Yeah.
Someone who can't wear armor. Bond of Brotherhood. Play this card at the end of a friendly fighter's turn. When they are within 3 inches of a friendly fighter who is seriously injured, the fighter can immediately make a fight, basic, or shoot basic action. This is in addition to the 2 other actions they can make during this turn. So you do something, you end within 3 inches of a seriously injured friendly fighter, and then you get to shoot again.
This one ties in very well with the down but not out.
I actually like this even better.
Yeah, it is very good.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it right next to down but not out, because I think it's good in a very similar way.
Yes.
I'm going to put it right... Do you think it goes before or ahead, or do you think this is just equal?
They're pretty equal.
Yeah.
Immediately make a fight or shoot in addition to 2 other...
A free shoot action's real good.
It is.
Like, I could see abusing this, because, like, you get to make your normal move and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So your guy with a heavy bolter and suspensors gets to move, shoot, and as long as he ended his move next to a guy who's down and seriously injured...
and you're, as we talked about earlier, you're probably going to want to move next to your seriously injured guys anyway to try and get them back up.
I actually think this might even go higher than...
It does seem more useful.
The only problem is it only works if you have somebody who is seriously injured.
Yep.
which happens a lot in Necromunda.
You also don't get to choose who is seriously injured.
No.
Your opponent does.
Right.
You do get to choose who does this though.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
I like this a lot.
Yep. Or I'll die trying. Die trying. Play at the start of any round. For the duration of the turn, seriously injured fighters in your gang can provide assists and interference as though they were standing. What?
I don't like this
I
because
don't like
that
this.
means that they have to be in melee when seriously injured, and you cannot crawl into melee while seriously injured. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Um,
So they have to be seriously injured in melee and not have been coup de grace.
Now, Orlock does have access to the dog, which stops him from
Which
getting.
specifically stops coup de grace.
But even so, I mean, basically this is like assist your dog.
I guess. Get him.
I don't like this.
I don't like this at all.
Um,
Is it a never take?
No.
So D.
Yeah. I don't like this much as Boom Boom Surprise.
Fair.
Play this card when activating a fighter. Put this card under the active fighter's fighter card. Okay, but whatever. Until the end of the battle, this fighter has a son-off shotgun in addition to their other equipment. So this is very good if you are also taking
The other sawn-off shotgun specific.
I am never taking this.
This is awful.
I am never taking this, ever. Like, it's not useless because you could use it to give a weapon to somebody who doesn't have one. I am still never taking this.
Yeah, it's really bad. I'm pretty sure they only cost like 10,
Yeah, 15, I think.
15. But still, they're so bad. So
I mean, they're not bad at very, very, very close range.
I
never take this.
I agree where you put it. You don't have to argue.
Intimidation. Play instead of activating a fighter. Choose an active fighter from your gang. Each active enemy fighter within 9 inches of that fighter must make a nerf test. If they fail the check, they run for cover as normal, but are not broken.
Well, that got worse with that last sentence.
I'm never taking this either, because a nerf test, just a flat nerf test, is just a... I mean, you could potentially break somebody.
No, it says they're not broken.
Oh, right. That's the problem.
They gain cover.
This
like,
is...
by default, you activate a guy and they run from you to gain cover.
They move out of position.
I mean, it is forced movement.
Right. I still think this is D. I don't think I'll never take this.
It's not great.
I would rather have this than die trying.
I would really, really love to do this into God, what are they? Goliath, not Goliath.
Hive Scum?
Ogrins.
Oh, Ogrins or Hive Scum.
Yep. Where you just like scatter all the Ogrin.
Yeah, you can force people out of position. You could use it to force someone out of melee range of you. Because 9 inches is like, you could walk up to, you could put someone who's going to charge you and you just do this on them and then they break and then they run away.
Mm-hmm. It is instead of activating a fighter.
But it's also run to the nearest cover, but that's not always away from you.
That's true. Because there's like an order of things that you have to do them in.
Yeah. I don't love it.
I don't love it either. Lead by example. Play this when a leader or champion from your gang takes an enemy model out of action in close combat. Any broken fighter from your gang immediately rally. Okay. In addition, any pinned fighters from your gang within 6 inches can immediately return to standing.
Yeah, I can see the use case for this.
Yeah.
You wade into a melee. Rally anybody who is broken is okay if you're playing against somebody who is like has ways to break you.
Yeah.
Orlock have shenanigans for not breaking because of their arms master.
Oh, that's fair. I forgot about that.
Yeah. It's hard to break Orlock. Again, the toughness thing, the mental toughness thing.
But the pinned within 6 inches standing.
That second part I don't like as much.
Man, that's really specific.
Man, this is so niche. It's hard to rate. I think this just goes at the end of C.
Yeah, I was gonna say it after Beatdown. It's like very niche and also just it's kind of meh.
Yeah.
It's fine. I feel nothing for this.
Yeah.
I feel nothing.
It leaves me numb.
Solidarity. Play at the start of any round. For the duration of the battle, fighters from your gang automatically pass any cool checks that they make as long as they're within 6 inches of another fighter in your gang. That's really good.
Yeah.
And that can be, it's any cool checks,
right?
Which means target priority and bottling.
Yes.
I think that's really strong.
Yeah.
I think that's at least A.
Now, Orlock already have pretty good cool.
True.
But they don't have the best cool.
But automatic.
Yes.
Pass.
I think this goes up to A.
I like it in A.
Last Gasp. Play this card when activating a seriously injured fighter. This fighter immediately becomes standing and active. At the end of this fighter's activation, they go out of action and are removed from play. So you don't like that. But
I mean, it's good.
if you're worried about losing somebody who's seriously injured, or if you're kind of at the end of a mission,
Yeah.
it also lets you do shenanigans with the people your opponent had already discounted.
True.
Because, again, they think that is decided until the end of the round. And you're like, ha-ha!
That is a very strong shenanigan.
But it is also a consolation prize shenanigan.
It is.
I think this goes into B.
I like B.
Fight and retreat. Play this gang tactic when your gang fails a bottle test, which, remember, you already have kind of benefits not doing.
Yeah.
For the remainder of this battle, all fighters in your gang may treat the operate door simple action as a free action once during their activation.
So you failed the bottle test, but you haven't opened all the doors yet?
I mean, I guess this is F.
That's real bad. Now,
This is the most niche and stupid thing I've ever read. I would love to be told I'm wrong, but
now this is specifically for the Zone Mortalis
yes,
deck.
Yes, that's where it's from.
So it assumes that there are doors to be opened.
Yes.
But you have to have already failed a bottle check.
And then I guess you're trying to leave?
Yeah. Yeah, F, get it out of here.
And that's Orlock. Very evenly distributed, but not a lot of S's.
Yeah. There's some pretty good ones, but none that are just like, oh yeah, just always put that
I
in
could
your
really
deck.
see Protection Duty being an S, personally. Like, that's a hard one.
It's a hard one because the downside is so potentially big. But it is really good.
Yeah. But yeah.
Same thing with what's in a name.
And a fair more few stinkers than Escher.
Yeah, Escher was really top heavy, and this one it's like mid and then
There's only so many ways to make people tough.
Yeah.
And I think the upper end of this is showing all those ways, and the lower end of this is like
sawn-off shotguns.
Yeah. God, they really want sawn-off shotguns to be part of Orlock identity.
Make them better.
Yeah, make them cheaper for Orlock. If Orlocks had some benefit to taking, like, it feels like that their benefit to taking sawn-off shotguns is only through their tactics.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Escher get 5 credit last guns.
5 credit las guns and poison that they can put on any of their poison weapons.
Orlock should get 5 credit sawn-off shotguns. Change my mind.
That'd be great.
And the only reason I don't do that is because I think Orlock are already good enough. They don't need it.
That's true. Honestly, if you asked me what's the best gang in the game, I'd say it's Orlock. I think between their money generation and their generality good at everything.
They're generally good at everything, and also especially being good at being hard to remove.
When I see Orlock, I will tell you, I don't think I have ever been in a campaign that included Orlock and they were not first.
Kevin.
What was a different Orlock in first?
No, I was a different Orlock and I wasn't.
I don't know. I feel like they are
skill issue, but
I feel like skill issue.
I mean, I think they are good.
They're very, very good.
See, I think they're more just very generalist. I don't know if they're the best gang, but I think they have no real weaknesses.
Yeah, I could see that.
Maybe cost of fighters because they don't have anybody super cheap, but that's more like something that other gangs have that they don't. Because lots of gangs have that problem.
True.
But anyway, their tactics, I guess, would be count as a weakness. They don't have very good.
They don't have very good tactics.
No, they don't.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah. And I will tell you that except for Tough as Nails, which is flippin' amazing.
Yeah.
Orlock tactics have never excited me.
No, not really. Again, there were some of the ones in here that I was like, I feel nothing.
But part of that is like, I think their general shtick is just already good enough that they don't really need good tactics, which is good that they didn't pile it on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, well, let us know below what you think of the tactics tier list here. Did we misplace anything?
How extremely wrong are we?
Yeah, how bad are sawn-off shotguns in your estimation?
Find this on Tier Maker and post it in our Discord.
Yeah, check out our Discord linked below. And we will talk to you next time with whichever one we do next, which might be Cawdor, I think.
I think it'd be Cawdor.
Because, no, Van Sar was...
Oh, yeah, Van Sar.
I mean, honestly, we're just going to do whatever we want.
Yeah, we're going to do whatever we want.
We can do High Scum if we want. We're not going to do High Scum.
Hive Scum King Tactics.
They have like one. No, they have a lot. They have a full deck.
Hive Scum?
Outcast, whatever.
Hive Scum, the format.
90% of your gang is Hive Scum. They're Hive Scum.
Anyway,
we'll see you next time.
Bye.